Welcome to the MGI JETforce Studios, a show dedicated to helping MGI users across the globe. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to the JETforce Studios. This is Kevin Abergel. I am with Julien Walther today, who is the director of MGI Labs in Paris. Julien, how are you today?
Yeah, fine, and yourself? I'm pretty glad to be here today and to chat with you.
Well, we are very happy to have you. Listen, a lot of people don't know about MGI Labs or what is MGI Labs. Can you tell us in a couple sentences what is it that you guys do?
Sure. So MGI Labs was created 4 years ago, and it deals with everything around the MGI equipment. So we are a team of about 10 engineer cloud specialists based in France, Strasbourg, and a part of them are based in Paris, so at the headquarters of MGI.
Okay, so you guys are doing all the fun cloud-based software and solutions to help with, I guess, MGI equipment.
Exactly so. Exactly. You're
Very
totally
nice.
right.
Very nice. And so I know that you guys have been working on some really fun secret projects for the past couple of years, and you're about to launch, I think, your first product, which is called MGI Approved. Is that correct? Am I hearing this right?
Yes, you're totally right, Kevin. So a couple of years ago, we spoke with customers, and their needs was basically to try to promote embellishment, which was not that easy that we expected. So by listening to them, we pull out a solution that called, as you said, MGI Approve. The main goal of this software is basically to increase embellishment cell and to ease the life of our customer. So it's an online proofing system plus an online virtual book, virtual catalog, you name it. Anyway, I will show it to you.
Yeah, give us a quick demo. To clarify what you said, so MGI Approve is going to be a online proofing system for people who have embellishment machines so that they can quickly sell and upsell and get sign-off on their jobs virtually, basically to help them sell more jobs and get more jobs through that press every day.
That's exactly so. So
Beautiful.
I guess I was clear. Okay, let's start. So basically here, if you see my screen, you can see all the project. Okay, let's assume that I am a MGI equipment user. So I want to send the project to the customer, so for proofing. So what I can do here, here's my list of projects. So I will show you just afterwards. It is, we get with MGI Labs, go a step further. So what we are using to go for the proofing, is a 3D rendering system. So it is not a proofing that you can check but flat, but you are able to see it in 3D. So in order to render the 3D, we are using the PDF file that is supposed to be used for the print. So
really? It's that simple? Somebody just sends you their file with the PDF and you just put it in here?
Yes, exactly. So there are a couple of guidelines to follow, of
Sure.
course, to have it, but you can use the one that is supposed to be used for the manufacturing to get the 3D rendering. So here there's a list of the project that I want to be approved by my customers. So basically, it's that easy. There's no, on this software, there is no installation. You open a web browser and you step in straight away. So here I drag and drop my PDF. I put couple of information. So my customer email, customer phone numbers, and all that happy stuff. And then I go straight away to the rendering, to the 3D rendering. Here, in that case, we had a label. So if I can turn a little bit, rotate it a little bit.
Julien,
Yes.
one of the things that I've always noticed, and I have a lot of years trying to not just sell equipment but educate brands and agencies, is that you can't just talk about it. You have to usually show an actual piece that's been embellished for people to understand what it is that you're talking about. And I've tried taking pictures under different lights, and you see lots of companies that maybe put GIFs to be able to show the light refracting or how the light, but no matter how your photos or how your images or your videos of embellished pieces come out, they never really substitute to the real thing because you can't play with the light and the reflections. This, in my opinion, is maybe the closest thing I've seen to actually having the real piece in your hand, because I can play with the light and I can zoom in and I can almost virtually touch how this is going to look and feel.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So you came out to the same. I mean, you came to the same conclusion as us. It is that there is only two ways to feel what is embellishment. So even you produce it and you send it, or you try to go for a 3D rendering to feel it. So basically, it's what we did with MGI Approve. So as I said, it's more than a approval mechanism, approval software. It is like you can see that we took a lot of time to work on the 3D rendering where you can see everything. So if I go a little bit in the settings, so I can play with the gold foil there, so I can hide it, put it back, play with the varnish here. So effectively a customer is able to see a print without foil, without varnish. Then I put the varnish on the top, say, that's better. Then I go for gold foil, say, that's marvelous. That's where we're trying to help our customer to basically to promote on that, and to explain easily to their customer what is this embellishment stuff. So in that here we put couple of more options. So I just play with the camera there. So I can put it into like on the top of a bottle, so the customer get a very good feeling of what it will look like at the end. So I can play a little bit. I can even move it on the bottle if needed. I can put it on a bottle of champagne, for instance. So we work on a couple of gimmicks that will help the.
How very French of you guys.
Sorry? Yeah, you're right.
Bordeaux, Alsace, Bourgogne, Champagne.
Yeah, man. There's no. There's of course. I mean, if there's any need, we can go. We can go for Napa and Napa bottle. I mean, we're fine with it. I mean, we're fine with it. But okay, yeah. Well, a little bit too French, no?
Yes. No. I think it's good.
I can move forward. I mean, I can put it in a real French environment, right there.
That's amazing.
So if I can put that in perspective in an Italian terrace, for instance. If I go there, so that's just. I mean, it's just like a gimmick, but okay, that makes feel this.
Right, because you're selling it at the end of the day, right? You have to sell the final piece, and it's part of the experience. So, you want the brand designer or you want the product manager to see his label in situation, whether it's on a shelf or it's on a terrace in Italy, and you want to get an understanding for what the experience will be like for the end user buying this bottle in a store.
Yeah, right. I mean, you get the right word, Kevin. I mean, you're talking about experience. I mean, that's exactly the marketing word that I was looking for since years. Experience. Yeah. You're absolutely right. If I go a step further, I mean, before you ask the question, of course I can share that to my customer. Just send that to my customer. So I just put the email of my customer, and so my customer will get this link. So
does that QR code work? Like people watching this video, can they scan this?
Yeah, of course,
Awesome.
Of course, they can scan this. So if I go there, I will just open another tab on my web browser, copy paste it. So that's the I would say the customer what the customer will see. So again, my label right there. You can put it on a bottle. You can choose the bottle. If you don't like the champagne, put it in Bourgogne. That's fine.
And so if I'm the brand manager and I get this email from my printer or the JETforce user, and I open up on my phone, my cell phone, will that also work or no?
Yeah, definitely, yes. That's it is made for it. It's responsive, so you can check it with your phone.
Very cool.
And playing on your computer, what you can do, I mean, let's assume that there is a spelling in this label over there, for instance.
Okay.
What you can do, you can put some annotation. So I just go there, highlight it right there, and put a note. This is wrong.
Wow.
Okay, that's not safe explanation, but okay.
But the target will show you where you are talking about.
Exactly. So if I go back here, I'm like a customer. If I go back as a
You're the
print shop,
printer now, right?
I'm the printer. Oh, okay, this is wrong. Okay, fine. So I can see where it is located, and off you go.
Wow.
Off you go. And so I can approve, decline, all of that.
That's amazing. That's incredible. That's going to get a lot more, I think. It's going to save time between authorizations, but it also might be a great opportunity to be able to upsell clients too. So I think a lot, maybe you might think this is going to be a great deal to help get proof signed, but the way I think of it too is this might be a great sales tool for printers to say, hey, by the way, you sent me your label, let me put some gold on it, this is how it would look like, and send them a 3D proof and say, do you want me to do this? It's only going to be an extra X amount per label.
Yeah, sure. You got a point, Kevin. While there is another aspect on MGI Approve, it is what we call the virtual book. So there is as I said in the introduction, and there is the first feature, which is purely online proofing.
Right.
The second one is more to work on prospects. So basically, you can all the PSP can share their what they are able to do with MGI equipment, so they can build some kind of virtual book, so mini website, you name it, mini web page, to share that with their customers, so their customer will see what the power of their, I would say, I said the power of their print shop.
So we do a lot of consulting with users who have this type of equipment, and one of the first things we do is we work on putting together what we call the lookbook. And the lookbook is a sample that you do, which has some really good files, really cool looking things that you can hand out when your salespeople are out. And what you're saying is now you have the opportunity to do a virtual lookbook. Is that it? Is that, I send you a link and you could kind of look at the kind of stuff I could do for you?
Yeah, definitely, that it is. So what I can do, I can go for this thing. So this is a virtual book, so a lookbook, as you said. So I can share it right there. So if I share it here, so I get a couple of what I can do. So if I go in there, for instance, this one, so I can send that to my customer here, so I can share this. So I can send that to a whole bunch of prospects.
Yeah,
say, okay, hey guys, emailings and all that stuff. So the customer can figure out what is possible in terms of embellishment. So I can even play a little bit with the color of the foil.
No way. You could even do some design on the lookbook. Hey, can we do this on social media too? Can printers be able to share the lookbooks on LinkedIn, on Twitter?
Yeah, that is, I would say, an open link that you can straight away share to your customer, on LinkedIn, on social media. Sorry about that.
This is excellent. I think this is a very important tool to be able to promote what you can do. That's great.
Yeah, and something that I do not talk before, it is to build this book. I mean, it is like that easy. So if I go in there, I can add my document. So when I say document, the project that we saw before.
Oh, you just select the ones?
I just select the ones that I want to get. So I can build a specific book for a greeting card, specific book for a packaging and all that stuff. So I just do here. I build a little bit with the layout, just drag and drop in there, and off you go.
Julien, it just seems like I don't need much training to use this, but I could be wrong. But it just looks very simple.
It is. I mean, that's what we try to do. So it is very simple. Yeah. Even I talked before that related to the PDF for the 3D rendering. So basically, you use the one that you are supposed to deal for printing. So I will just show you. I guess that you're a little bit skeptical about the ease of use of it, so I will not leave you on that.
Okay. You're going to prove it, huh? You're going to show me.
Of course, of course.
All right.
So here, if you can see my screen still, I will drag and drop a file, a PDF file, right there. So the PDF now is under process.
So the pack headset demo. Okay, exactly. So you just got a PDF from your client.
Yeah, just drag and drop in there.
And so while I guess that's processing, tell me, is there any specific ways that I guess people need to build the PDF out, or do they have to name things a certain way, or
there is one. So we put some guideline there. So it is accessible. So how to build a PDF for MGI approved. However, down the road we find out that of course the pre-press and the designer has different way to manage PDF and to build the PDF. So again, we claim that this system is built to help the customer, not to be
make his
a
life
little
more
bit
complicated.
Yeah, so exactly so. So what we did, we had a tool that, when you throw the PDF here, that's the PDF that I throw it, the pack headset demo.
Yep.
So the system extract all the layer and or spot colors that you have in your PDF, and then you just link, for instance, here the gold foil. For any reason, the silver foil was linked to the gold foil. That's right. Whatever.
Because it was misspelled, or maybe it was a different language.
Yeah, exactly. So what I do, I just put silver foil to silver foil. Or if I want to, what I can do in there. So I can say, okay, for instance, the crease is not the crease, is the cut contour, which in that case does not mean anything. Yeah. But yeah, if there is a misspelling, a language, anyway, you're a PSP, you are dealing with a advertisement company, and they don't want to modify their way to work, which is okay. We can discuss about it, but okay, let's not discuss about it. There's no discussion. So who cares? So what they do, they send you the file, and crease is not written as crease, but something else. So there's not an issue. The system will detect this new type of layer contour. So you can apply the contour to the crease on your set. So the contour will be the crease one. So
interesting.
The system is very adaptable.
So basically you're translating live. So if it's crease and it's with a D, you can just go and basically rename the layer for the software to be able to show in the software what it should look like based on whatever they built it.
We are not renaming the layer into the PDF. We just link this layer to something that we want to use for the 3D rendering.
Got it.
And down the road where we were discussing, my pack headset demo now is fully loaded.
Okay.
So I was doing something else, believe me, Kevin. I was discussing with you, but in the meantime, the system just did that.
Wow, look at that. That's instant.
Exactly.
And now I could just send that off. Can I unfold that, or is it just always going to be in a box?
Yeah, you can unfold that. Yeah, definitely, yes.
Oh, so that's what the print file is going to look like. Look at that.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Exactly. And of course, you can play a little bit with the background and all that happy stuff, I would say.
Oh, I could even raise my varnish levels too, like you showed us. What is the dashboard there? I see projects. You showed us the books. What is the dashboard about?
Dashboard is a dashboard linked to your MGI approved service. Tool, it is like when you send, you have some statistic around this software. So how many projects with varnish did you do, the gold foil, silver foil, number of projects. When you send some virtual books, so you have the result of your campaign, number of visit of the book, and so on and so on. So a couple of statistics to help you in your life, I would say.
That's great. So you can actually have access to the analytics based on how people are reacting to what kind of designs. That's beautiful.
Exactly so.
Well, Julien, I am very impressed. Tell me very quickly, when will this be available and where can I get more information?
So the system will be available in a couple of weeks, so very soon, very soon. And it is already available on demo. So what you need to do is go to MGI website, so MGI-fr.com. You go on the MGI Connect section, and then you have all the instruction. You have a couple of explanation of what is MGI approved. And you can ask for a demo account, and then you can go ahead and help yourself and play a little bit with the system.
That's great. I think this is going to do a lot of good for the industry, Julien. Thank you very much for
Hope so.
For your time today, and thank you for sitting down and working on developing something that's going to help grow the market in a very positive way.
Mm-hmm. And be aware that there's a lot more to come.
Okay. Well, we definitely, hopefully, we'll have you on the next time again to discuss all the new stuff
sure.
when it comes out.
Sure. My pleasure to do that. My pleasure, Kevin.
Julien, thank you so much for your time today. Have a great day.
Thanks to you. Bye-bye. Cheers.